I've been waiting 4 years for this day, but finally Toy Story 5 is in cinemas across the UK right now. I have seen it. Let's talk about it. Hey, welcome back to the video, a brand new movie review. Today I'm talking all about Toy Story 5, the 5th installment in my favourite franchise of all time. It is finally out. You know, I don't go all out in my movie reviews, but, you know, a few little Toy Story touches for the video today. As always, before I start talking about it, a friendly reminder, these are just my thoughts. Don't let this dictate whether or not you go and see it. You might see it and feel totally differently to me. That's okay. Movies aren't made to cater for everyone. Without any further ado, we talk about Toy Story 5. And listen, my favourite films of all time, like if someone was to say, what is your top 5 films? It's always been Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, Toy Story 4, and then a random 5th film. Maybe not necessarily in that order, but the 4 Toy Story films are my favourite films of all time. And now my top 5 films will just consist of Toy Story, because we've now got 5 Toy Story films. You know, I am biased. I love Disney, I love Pixar, I love Toy Story. Like, if you cut me open, it's just blood and Toy Story in there. Like, do you know, like, genuinely, I adore it. Like, and since they announced it, I think it was way back in 2022, I've been counting down this day, do you know what I mean, for years and years and years. So I was super, super excited to see this a day early at its preview screening. You know, I've got a Jessie stand. Do you know what I mean? Like, I go full out. I've got a massive Toy Story 5 bus stop poster to the right of me. Like, I just love it. Let's actually talk about this film. It's gorgeous. It's beautifully animated. It's beautifully written, beautifully directed, and it is a really kind of gorgeous little addition to the franchise. If I'm taking my Toy Story loving cap off, I will of course say, do we need it? Was it was it desperate? Was it a necessity to have this as another film? Of course it wasn't. Could they have stopped at 3? Absolutely they could. But for me as a Toy Story fan, I'd be happy when they make Toy Story 28. Do you know what I mean? Like, they could make so many of these and I just love it because I love Toy Story. So, you know, but yes, I get what people say. We don't need it. We don't need another one. But am I absolutely over the moon that there is another one? Yes. Is it a perfect film? For me, it certainly is. It is a perfect film. And this one really does focus on Jessie's story. You know, it's not really a case of Woody and Buzz in this film. It's really focused on Jessie in a beautiful way, and I think this film really brings back OG Toy Story in the sense of it feels more like OG Toy Story, like jokes and humour and just the story. It just feels more Toy Story. It's great to see Woody and Buzz arguing again like they used to do in the first film. There are so many references and remarks to the first, 2 films in particular. There's loads of it, and obviously with the story revolving around Jessie, there is so much to do with her story that we obviously found out about in Toy Story 2, but we just get so much more information and detail in this film, and it's actually a really, really gorgeous film. I cried, I laughed, I loved. You know what I mean? It's not a crying because, they're all holding hands and they're about to be burnt by lava like they were in Toy Story 3. It's not anything like that. And it's not crying because Woody's just left the gang and he's now a lost toy. Do you know what I mean? It's not that. You're crying because it's so heartfelt. It's so meaningful. And yeah, it is a really, really lovely story. And I think the theme of toys versus tech is great. The way that they've sought out this storyline, this theme, I think they've executed it perfectly. I think they delivered what they wanted to achieve, in the sense of kids need their toys. And Tom Hanks said something really, really, I think quite powerful actually, in one of his red carpet events that he did. And he was like, kids get their feelings hurt all the time by messages and by remarks and stuff like that on devices, but never once has a kid had their feelings hurt by playing with a toy. Do you know what I mean? I just think it's a brilliant, brilliant film. I loved it. I really, really did. And as a Toy Story fan, it was just so much more meaningful, in the sense of I just felt so refreshed, so cleansed, so engulfed by it. I was engaged from start to finish. I'm a little sad that there was no original song by Randy Newman in this film. Obviously, he composed the score and all of the, you know, kind of music that you hear within the film other than the original song, which Taylor Swift did for this movie. And I think it's a gorgeous song. I absolutely love it. No shade to her. I think it's a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant song. Just for me as a truly dedicated Toy Story fan, I was a little bit sad that we didn't get a Randy Newman song this time. And also, maybe a spoiler, I don't know, not a spoiler. The fact this is the first Toy Story film, let's just say, that hasn't had You've Got a Friend in Me in the movie. And I found that pretty wild. Maybe that was just me. I don't know. But yeah, I loved it. I don't know. I could talk about this for ages, but I don't want to because I will talk for ages and hours and hours and hours. But it's beautiful. You know, it really, really is. Will people critique it? Yes. Will people say we don't need any more, stop making them? Yes, of course they will. But do you know what I mean? If it was the other way around and it was, you know, if somebody's a diehard Avatar fan, then they're going to want more Avatar films. I'm a diehard Toy Story fan. This Toy Story is genuinely my life. Like, I've been super excited for this for years. Like, really, really, really. And it just delivered on every single level. So maybe I'm biased, maybe not even maybe. Yes, I am biased. I've tried to think about it, taking my Toy Story cap off, and say, you know, yes, it's not a needed film. We don't need it. Does the franchise make any difference? No, but it's really nice what they've done with the film, the message that they've sent out, the storyline of Bonnie. I think it really does bring on the characters a bit more and just provides a really, really great message. And I think that's what this film is all about. Will there be a sixth one? Who knows? You know, I think there's always the gate open. I mean, we thought that 3 was the end and we've now got 2 more. So, do you know what I mean? We never know, but a gorgeous, gorgeous film. I'm going to stop myself talking about it right now because it's nearly 7 minutes and I don't, actually, it has been 7 minutes and I don't want to keep rambling about it. But in short, I loved it. It's my favourite film of the year. And I can guarantee you no film will knock this off. Like I say, my top 5 films are Toy Story 1 to 5. So yeah, good luck trying to knock Toy Story 5 off of the top spot. But there you go. There are my thoughts on Toy Story 5. Maybe slightly biased in this movie review. As always, before I wrap up, will it join my collection? What do I rate out of 10? I think it goes without saying, doesn't it? Yes, it most certainly will be joining my collection because I'm giving it my first 10 out of 10 of the year. I loved it. Hold on. Actually, it's not my first 10 out of 10 of the year. I gave Hoppers 10 out of 10. Pixar, you're doing good this year. Very, very good. But yes, it's gone straight up to my top spot on my favourite films of 2026. Very, very quickly, if you head down to local cinema, ASAP Rocky, you may be lucky enough to get a hold of a Toy Story 5 A3 poster and activity sheet on the back. And I've got to show you this. I could not do my movie review and not show this. When I went to Cineworld yesterday, they have so much merch. I go to the cinema all the time. There is always so much merch that I could pick up, but I just can't. I just cannot pick up merch. Otherwise, I'd 1, have no room, and 2, have no money. But this was more than just watching a film at the cinema. This was such a special evening watching Toy Story 5 because it means so much. That I had to pick up the Toy Story 5 popcorn bucket, Buzz Lightyear bucket, that opens like that. I don't know if you saw that. There is still popcorn in there, mainly because a large popcorn is massive. I can't eat all of that. And then his little drink at the back, you can pour a drink into the back of this and obviously drink out of it. But I think the coolest thing about this are the wings and the fact that it lights up. Was it 40 quid? Yes. Did I pay 30 with my limited discount? Yes. Was it worth every single penny? It most certainly was. Yeah. Anyway, I had to show that. There, I'm going to wrap up my movie review. Longest movie review I think I've probably ever done. But that is everything I've got to say on Toy Story 5. Thank you very much for watching. As always, in the description below is the movie plot, a link to the movie trailer, as well as a link to my movie review playlist. It features every single movie review that I've ever done. More to come soon, and I shall see you in another video, and hopefully one of those movie reviews very soon.